If you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash.
if you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash.
we just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. Rookies all hate us cause we play the just cash. I put my money in a strong position. They try to tell me I can't win, it's just a stupid superstition. Cause when I focus, you will notice that I'm winning. We demolish every bookie, there ain't no competition. Now listen, I would never give you shitty picks and do you wrong. Come and join the Discord, tell these bets to hit the bone. Cooking up a parlay super under center song. We be really winning, this ain't just to make another song. So if you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash.
we coming in and we taking all the money.
Just cash.
They can't do nothing to stop us.
Just cash.
Hey, fuck these bookies, man.
Just cash.
They wanna limit me cause I win. Label me the enemy cause all I do is win. Just give us a try, this is where it all begins. I'm not gonna lie, all I know how to do is just win. If you love making money and wanna win,
Just
they wanna
cash.
limit me cause I win.
Just cash.
If you love making money and wanna win,
Just cash. Just cash.
Just cash.
love making money and wanna win.
Just cash.
We just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. Rookies all hate us cause we play the just cash. Love making money and wanna win.
Just cash.
We just chillin' and we vibing with our friends.
Just cash.
And if anything in doubt, we pass. Rookies all hate us cause we play the just cash.
Hey, hold up. Fuck, I lost too much money on that shit. You fucking fuck off. Hey, it's just
Just cash.
Hello there, E. How are you doing?
Yo, what's good, dude? I'm doing pretty well. We are coming back at you guys after a holiday, remembering the great MLK, and we are back for the Taco Tuesday. So, hopefully, you guys enjoyed the day off. Spent some time getting that R&R and the reset. We got a busy day, fam. Big old college Tuesday as usual. But before we get into it, it is just cash. Welcome back, everybody. Make sure
Why are you
Make
laughing?
sure to do us a huge.
What was
I'm
funny?
just laughing at you.
Oh, what did I
laughing
do?
at
Oh, just because of the sounds?
Yeah.
I love that. I love that sound. It puts me in a good mood every time I hear it. Yay! This is fun. Woohoo! We're at 970 subs, E.
I know we're so close to 1,000. Super excited, and make sure you guys do us that huge favor. Hit that like and subscribe button down below. We are so excited, almost to 1,000. Honestly, hoping to end it or get there at the end of this month. But man, right around the corner. It's looking for about another 30 people to join the fam, and who knows? I mean, hey, after we get 1,000, we might even get bumped up in the algorithm. So I'm super excited. This is just a new mile marker for us, and you hit what 30,000 on your personal page today, right?
Oh yeah, I noticed that today when I was setting up the stream. I looked over at my old Dusty channel. I said, "Damn, my Dusty channel got 30K. I need to go over there and play with it some more." But actually, I do have an album coming out on 420. That's my goal at least. So we'll see. Maybe I can get to 31. I'm gonna get to
nice.
31 when we get to 1. Then we're gonna get to 2 and I'll still be at 31. Then we're gonna get to 10. I'll probably still be at 31. But it's all good. Yeah, man. But what's up, youngin? What's up, C Dot? What's up, Caleb? What's up? Q Donkey says, you guys liking that Unrivaled League? I wanted to throw that at you because I know you've been looking into that. How's that been going?
Yeah, it's been pretty interesting. You know, we had a really solid day one. Second slate was pretty break even, and then last night was kind of, you know, we definitely were able to figure out a couple of keynote things for the teams. Like I would say that first game was arguably the worst two defenses, and Brianna Stewart, I believe they're with the Mist. That team also just atrocious on defense. So we got some early things, a lot of data now that we have, you know, basically most of the teams have already played 2 games. I believe they either play tomorrow or Friday again, and that'll be the finishing of the second round of games. So from there on, you know, looking to hopefully make some good strides. The injury news and starting lineup has been very key. That kind of seems to be something that honestly could be subjective from game to game. They do play also a handful of back-to-backs, so I think that is going to be very, very important just to see a couple of these players because, I mean, we've already had, players ruled out for the season or for the unrivaled season. Mabry got hurt before game 1. Cameron Brink got hurt again, ended up bowing out for the rest of the unrivaled league. So, I mean, there's a bunch of stuff going on, and, I think especially having that key news is where we're going to really find the value because they've already inflated the lines in one direction or the other. So it's a learning curve, but, I'll say it's been fun to watch. It's an interesting format, to say the least.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it, too. I knew you were going to get into it. So I saw you over the weekend looking at a lot of it and finding some plays. I know that Brianna Stewart first play you had was fire. That under. Ooh.
Yeah, that was definitely a solid call. And then we also had the Sabrina under her 20 or 21 and a half points, whatever it was. But we took some unders yesterday in that first game. That did not go so well, but our over got there, so we at least got a little bit of something out of that. But I'm excited, man. I think once we really see the team start to develop and establish, who's the top dog and who's going to be the top scorers, it's going to be fun. And hopefully they'll open up some PRA or fantasy lines for us. That would be super exciting.
Yeah. I'm with it. We just had so much going on over the weekend. We had the UFC, we had NFL, we had college, some million college games on Saturday. I was like, I can't even look at this. My brain's hurting already. So now that it's slowed down a little bit, be interesting to check it out.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna finish rolling this joint real quick.
All right. Well, so make sure you guys again, and also checking out links down below for the Discord. We are still running the 7-day free trial, so do hop in, check that out. Coming up to a close on football season, a little bit sad there, but we got 2 more rounds of games. It's 2 more rounds, right? We got divisions this week.
Yeah, 4 teams left. So 2 games, and then the Super Bowl. So basically, they played 2 games this weekend and then a whole week off. 2 weeks with no football. And then months with no football. So I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. I'm kind of sad.
I know. Tackle's been good to us, so it's a bittersweet situation. You eclipsed 100 units on just tackles this season, right?
Yeah, man. I was at 108, and then this last weekend happened, which was not a good weekend. Transparency is king, but boy, oh boy, that first play was nice, and then after that, womp womp. Where's that sound at? Where's that sound? That was the tackles after the first play. But hey, I think I had 19 weeks straight of profit, so can't be mad. Happens sometimes.
Exactly. Yep, bad beats will be there. All right, well, we came here to talk about some college basketball. If you're ready, let's hop into it.
You know I am. Ooh, you got a big list there, E. You got a big list there. Pause.
Yeah, we got a nice list for this big slate, and large part and large help also to underrated and big coach. So appreciate you guys. I think we got some pretty solid ones. We got some old trusty plays. Super excited to see and run those back again. And a couple interesting plays, catching a couple different players on, their heaters in the uptick and on the upswing. So we'll get to that. We'll kind of briefly touch on most of these props, but at least we'll bring up the ones that we do have a lot of, I think, pretty high interest in today. Namely, these first 2. Big Brucey, man. They continue to give us his 4.5 assists, and this guy is not even coming close to that. So definitely, I think starting point for us today is going to be Bruce under this 4.5 assists. How you feeling about that? I know this is one of your favorite.
I like it a lot. We were talking about it before we got on here, but about the assists for Purdue. If you look on Outlier, it's a little scary looking, but Purdue is a really good team. They have they're super. What's the word? They just run their offense and their defense just super thorough, and it just seems like if there was a place to play his under assist, this would be a good place. So I'm surprised that they left it at 4.5. And we got confirmation that Michi's out again, so that only helps. They bring Mobley in. Mobley starts now at point guard. and he should get more of the assists than old Brucey. So, I mean, for him to get 5, that would be difficult. So I like to play under 4, sure. Anything can happen. You know how betting goes, but I definitely have a good feeling about this play.
Yeah, man. And honestly, it felt like, if we were really going to sweat something out, it would have been this last game. They played against Indiana, and, definitely a much softer matchup. It was also a nice little pace up, or more of a neutral pace for them. Whereas today, Ohio on the road, they are getting in this pace down environment. So there's, I think, a couple interesting notes about this game. One, I am predicting that they are not going to cover Bruce Thornton with Braden Smith. Bruce has about a good 25, 35 pounds plus height and reach and all that good stuff on Braden Smith. He would just be able to absolutely bully him down. Like, I know Braden's a very crafty defender and all that stuff, but just on, sheer size, like getting body down into the basket. We've seen Thornton get to the free throw line an astronomical amount with this lineup change. So I don't think that's going to be the situation. I think they're going to end up putting CJ Cox on him. He's closer to like 200, 204. So should match up, height and body wise at least, but he's a much worse defender and doesn't create nearly as many turnovers. So this could actually just be equally a good opportunity for him scoring wise. So he's been a shoot first secondary playmaker, as you mentioned, with Mobley coming in and filling this role. They're using Thornton just more as the, they're running the offense through him, but it's more from the shooting aspect, not necessarily setting the pick and roll. So with that being the case, I think that's going to make things a little bit more difficult on Mobley as far as scoring. So we should see him pick up in the playmaking. And I think that's, this team just is playing well overall, but they really haven't played too many like stout defenses, and Purdue's been an absolute monster at the house. So I believe this game was a 6.5 or 8.5 point spread. Let's see. Oh, 9.5 point spread. Yeah, so
and
that actually
low
went
total,
up.
man. It sets up good, right? I don't know why it's 4.5, and it hasn't moved. Like, all right.
Yeah. So, again, we're just going to go back to one of the old faithful, and I believe the payout was even lower this last game too. So it's kind of, it's interesting. There feels like they're throwing us a bit of a bone here.
AOD says we're stroking. Pause.
Stroking. We're playing golf over here?
Stroking the books, he says. No lube.
Nah.
That's what's up, bro.
I think they just bumped old Sears.
Oh, really? His PA? Ooh, his points are...
Yeah.
Oh, they did. I wonder if it's anywhere
That's
else still
right.
at 26.5, though.
Let's see. Hey, it's still over here. Good old prize pickers. All right, so we'll talk about him here in just a second. I saw they grade him out. All right, yeah, Bruce under 4.5, like it. Until he proves us otherwise, I think we just keep playing this particular line if they're going to offer it.
Right, before you get off that game, Deddy or DDTV says Purdue money line. Do you like the Purdue money line?
I do, honestly. They've just been such a consistent, dangerous team at the house. Yeah, I like them. I think it's going to be a lot closer of a game than maybe it's predicting, but, we've seen Purdue come out and just give some of these really good teams a business at home, so I wouldn't be surprised either.
Okay. Cool. Hey, 971 subs. We only need 29. Woo. 29.
Oh, real fast. Alabama's Darion Reed is out for tonight now. Who's that?
Darion Reed.
Hey, he's been out the last 2 games. Okay. Nothing too crazy there.
Man, Sears has been coming through lately. Did you see, are the assists 4.5 still? Just out of curiosity.
I know he's at 5.5 on Underdog.
Oh, it is? Oh, it's 5 there. It was 4.5 last night. Man, I've gotten to the point of not liking to play single props now unless it's points. Hate having to hope for assists unless it's an under. But 4.5 seems pretty easy for him.
Yeah, if you can find it in the 4.5, I would definitely consider that. Honestly, I might even split this next taco up with this. There's the bump.
Yee!
The 3.5 assist Goblin, that's pretty appealing. I mean, he's been good for like 4 assists almost the whole season.
And again, playing him on PrizePicks is not the best usually, but if you have books, get that 4+ assists as a little parlay piece, that might be nice too. Probably better payout than shitty PrizePicks. 23.5 points though? What?
4.5 assists.
Oh yeah, that's actually a good payout too. It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not
Okay.
bad. Why is
This will
the
probably move.
why are the points 23.5? Holy shit, I love Hot Streak. They're just so random with their shit.
Well, there was definitely some confusion across the sites, like as far as like who was offering lines, who was not offering lines. Like PrizePicks and Underdog was very strict about their fantasy lines today. Honestly, I didn't think there was much at all in the way of value if you're trying to take any overs.
Just want to say too, I put a little poll today. I said hit the like for good luck on your bets today, and then I think people have been hitting the likes more because of that, and I appreciate you guys. We're at 15 likes, and it's good luck for your bets too. When we get to 25, it brings more people in here. It's good all the way around, so appreciate you guys. Eric says, yo, what's up, Big Eric? Eric number 2. How's it going, dog?
Yo, what's up, man?
So, okay.
All right.
So we're down with Bruce. We're down with big Mark Sears. Or did you take... Oh, yeah, you got Sears up there. Okay. I like how you added the total. That's nice to be able to see there.
Yeah, I figured that would be easier too, and that way you guys can see also, kind of where we're coming from for a few of the different angles. So with Bruce, again, low total, pace down spot on the road, all that good stuff. Not afraid of his on-ball defender. We did touch on Mark Sears, but we'll kind of recap real fast. He's back at home. He's been like one of the most consistent players at the house this season. The assist upside is still pretty solid. If you can find him at the 4.5, definitely play that or take a half unit on that. But the 26.5 PA, very solid. It feels like it's still a very median to favorable line for him. The 27-28 range, I'm good on that. But yeah, this dude's been a bucket at the house. So in this matchup, the total was pretty outrageous, 167.5. It's kind of crazy. It's not the 178.5 we had the other day, but still, it's not bad. It's gonna be a slate high.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, Alabama's been fast, so he's been playing in games with the total high like that, but he has been coming through. I usually don't like reaching for these type of plays, but man, he's been solid. And I think if you add the assist to the points and just do the PA like that, gives you that little other option if he goes off on assists, if they, try to double him a little or whatever, so I'm good with that, even though usually it's a little high for my liking.
Yeah, I think the only real sweat that we might have is just can Vandy keep the game close? Because, anytime this guy plays in a close game, he feels like he's a walking, 25-30 bomb.
Yep.
All right, well, let's keep it going here real quick because I know some of these bumps or some of these plays are definitely subject to bump. One of them I wanted to talk about next is going to be the hair, the man himself, Big Dawson Creek. Dawson Garcia traveling out to Iowa.
Dawson's Creek.
Yes, sir. Man, has he been on a tear? He absolutely wrecked for us last game, and I feel like he's in a pretty good spot. It is a road game, so that is a bit, unfortunate it doesn't get the home crowd boost, but we got Peyton Sanford, who I believe is going to be out today. He picked up a shoulder injury and exited early this last game. So Big Sanford's going to be out. Sanford, his little Brody, is probably going to get the start for him, which I'm definitely not worried about. Dawson, honestly, just did a do-it-all Swiss Army knife for the team. And even though he plays at the forward, he's got a nice range of shots. He facilitates. He's pretty solid as far as, blocks and steals. And it honestly just feels like he should be 34 and a half. And I believe he was at 33 or 31 and a half last slate. I don't remember. The two sites had different lines. And, we ended up with, I think PrizePicks had 39 and a half and Underdog was 32 and a half or something like that. But yeah, 32 and a half, honestly, this feels like still is good value. He's only missed it a handful of games on the season, and I think this particular matchup should be favorable for him with the injury to Sanford. So, like that, man. How you feel about Dawson?
Man, Dawson's been a wagon, as the kids say. Dawson has been the wagon, and this is basically our favorite matchup. I mean, Iowa's been good to us on the other side when we take a players over. They just like to run, and they don't seem to play as much defense as they should. So when Dawson's doing it in other games like that, look at his fucking fantasy. Was that last game 62? No bullshit.
Yeah, man.
Against Michigan?
think...
Michigan's good too. So, damn. There we go. Against Iowa, we got to play it.
Yeah, man. I mean, Iowa's honestly just been a honeypot for props. As long as the game can stay close, which I think is the only genuine concern that we have here, this should be a track meet. I mean, neither one of these teams are playing solid defense at all.
For sure. Man, I just realized when I put in the poll, hit the like for good luck on your bets, that's what makes people hit the like, and that's dope, guys. We're at 18 already, and we didn't even barely say it. Love it. Thank you guys, for real, because that brings more people around, and that's all we need. I feel like we get more people around talking about college and understanding that there's more value in college than there is NBA. It'll be good. It'll be good for all of us. We'll all win together. It'll be fun. Mutt Gang says, what's the single best lock so far? You don't have to get into that yet, E, if you don't have one, but I'm just letting you know he said that. And actually, guess who else is here, bro? I know I'm cutting you off, but I kind of like getting through some of this as you're doing that, if you don't mind, because I feel like people when we're so far behind in the comments, I think it takes people away from wanting to do it. But anyways, Danzy's here, bro. Fucking Danzy's here. What?
Oh, Big Danzo, what's up, man? It's been forever.
I know, bro. Get in the Discord, bro. Hop on in, bro. Bring your tennis plays all in, bro. We've been winning, bro. He says, what up, y'all? Hoping all great health and good luck on the parlays. Been a minute, gang. I love me some Madison Keys over 4 aces versus Alina. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. She's hit it 3 or 4 times, hitting 7, 8, 14 on her. He's talking tennis, but he knows his shit, guys. So if you have any place that you want to bet something, there you go. Madison Keys over 4 aces. Big Dancy.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
All right, I'll let you get back to it, sir.
Easy enough. Okay, appreciate it, Danzo.
Yo, E, we're at 19.
You're doing well.
My bad. We're at 19, bro, already. We didn't even say it yet.
Oh, shit. Hey, we appreciate you guys, man. Honestly, y'all have been amazing.
Hell yeah, 25. Good luck for everybody. Okay, we got a bunch to talk about still.
Yep. Next up's going to be, I think, one of our... Man, it felt like a sleeper play, but honestly, this guy's been really putting in the work. Another, from one Eric to another, the Eric Daly, 18.5 PRA, going up against Wisconsin. How you feeling about him?
I like him a lot, bro. I think he's an underrated player. See, he's an Eric, and he's underrated. I think that I've watched him a few times, and he's just he's one of those dudes that just has a motor. He's big for his position. He can play defense. His team loves it when he's out there on the court. And his numbers aren't super high, and you can see they're a little bit up and down. But I think lately, if you see those last 4 games, I think the coach has been giving him a little more minutes. And that one time when he didn't hit it there, that low shit game, that was when he's in foul trouble. So if he doesn't get in foul trouble, I like this play a lot. 18.5 PRA for him shouldn't be too difficult. I know it's our first time, I think, playing him. I've been watching him, though, and I saw last game how much he went crazy. So I think I'm ready to put a little money on him. I think he'll come through. Looks like you can see the usage rating going way up, too, in the last few games. I think they're starting to figure out how to use him.
Yeah, so I would say, the only inherent risk that we really have with him is just the unfortunate fouls that he does tend to pick up, but he is still playing pretty solid minutes. Let's look at when he came back before, or when he came back from this injury. They've usually been pretty cautious about players. Plus, they were down by, essentially 20 the whole game. Still ended up with 4 fouls, but I gotta like that usage rating coming back in hot, almost at 28%. He is creeping right around that double-digit field goal range, so we do like to see that. And again, he's a mixed bag shooter, so we get some threes, some free throws. One thing that I really liked about him is, I think that they are starting to catch on to the playmaking. So that's something that I think we could look forward to, maybe be more consistent in the 2-3 range. But in the last couple of games, with the minutes have definitely come a lot of different production. So for him, they've made it a point to try and get him more and more involved in the offense as a whole. Maybe it comes from scoring. Maybe we see a little bit more of the RA come up, but 18.5 just feels a little bit too low. I will say it is definitely a high risk, high reward play. If he's not in foul trouble, which, we've seen a couple of these early on in the season, this play could be as close to free as possible. But hoping with now coming off of, and let's give some credit, Rutgers, Iowa, Maryland, Michigan, these teams are no slouch. So it's not like he had an easy matchup by any means. But now we got 2 games under the belt after the injury and after all that nonsense. I like him, man. I think he's got the right stuff for this team. He's, again, one of the faster players on the court, too. He's really solid in transition. And even though I think the rebounds a little more to be desired there, the playmaking, not bad. Not bad. So, yeah, looks like a solid play, honestly.
Hell yeah.
I'm about to say, did I lose you?
No, my dog started barking like crazy in the other room, and so I went to shut the door and hit mute. But hopefully she'll shush it here soon.
Okay, so next up, we're going to talk about this Texas-Missouri game. We got Trey Johnson, 16.5 points. Now, Trey, man, I swear, this guy's just been living right at the 16-point range. He keeps just getting, like, right there. Oh, wrong Trey. Sorry, 1 second. He's a high volume shooter, which, we love to see, but his inefficiency has just been keeping him kind of, capped around that 16 actual points range. But he's due for a game so bad, man. It's not even funny. God, I'm having some technical issues over here.
Why are you fucking up, E? Too many dabs?
No, my back button on my mouse is, I think, wearing out, and it keeps like, I'll barely even touch it, and it'll just hit the back button.
Oof, I hate that.
Oh, see, he actually moved. So, yeah, definitely make sure you guys hop on this before he bumps up to 17.5. But, you can see, he's very consistent in the early part of the season. Some of these were a lot tougher matchups. A&M, rivalry game, very difficult. Also followed it up with Auburn, a very, very, very solid team on the season so far. But we had a closer game against Tennessee, put up 26 in the last 2 games. I feel bad for their schedule, man. This has been a hell schedule. They had an easy one with Northwestern, and then the last 5 games straight, like, these are really good opponents, like, really, really good.
Which is amazing for our prop, right?
Right. So the 16.5 looks, I think, phenomenal here. The pace and total of the game is pretty healthy. I wish the game total was a little closer to the 150 range, but we seem to go out and make his shots. That's the only drawback, unfortunately, with him is the volume's been there all day long, all day strong, but the buckets are just not falling.
He's a shooter, though. He's going to keep shooting. I believe he is going to be a lottery pick as well. So he's up there. He's one of them freshmen.
Yeah.
So he's gonna take his shots, right?
Oh, for sure. And we've seen it, coming back from the injury game. So injury game ended with 9, came back, it's gonna be light workload, and then he just, right back off to the races, 13-13, and now we're seeing where this little mid-season stretch, or the early part of the season stretch where he was turning up, it's closer back to that area. So I would say maybe 17 field goal attempts is probably on the more generous side, but you can pencil him down for at least 15 field goal attempts, I think, now with the style of offense and the role that he's playing. Plus, in the off chance that Kaluma ends up sitting for whatever reason, his usage rating is just going to absolutely explode. So if he's out, I would say look out for him, and Jordan Pope should probably see an increase as well.
There we go. There we have it. Not really too familiar with Missouri, but they don't look too difficult in comparison to his recent matchups, like you were saying. So we should be good.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. And I mean, he used to try hard at home. And, like I said, whether or not the buckets are falling, that is what it is. But he is going to take the shots. And we just need, a little bit better luck than he had last game.
I'm with it.
All right. Let's talk about another under here.
Ooh, I love those.
So, big Trey Kaufman-Renn, 30.5. Underdog already moved him to 29.5, so I would expect PrizePicks to move him sooner than later. I believe you can still get him on the books at 30.5, but very difficult match on top of a very high bar that they're setting for him for whatever reason. So let's take a look at Trey and try to figure out why in the world he is this high. Because, I mean, even the games that he's getting over, you can see here, 31, 31, 32, those were still pretty decent matchups. They were definitely pace up matchups, where here, it's kind of more of a pace. It's kind of pace neutral for Purdue side of things. Man, this is just a really, really high bar. So the thing about Trey is he lives off of getting the free throw line, that short mid-range, just slashing the basket. And on the other side of things is a pretty solid defender. What is his name? Bro, I wish that RotoWire would just lay out all the games as a whole, so you didn't have to switch back and forth to the slate. That shit's so annoying.
That what?
But big.
What did you say?
I was saying I wish Underdog would just lay out all the games instead of breaking them down into the slate. Like, just give me an option to have all the games in front of me.
Underdog doesn't do that?
Or not Underdog, sorry, RotoWire.
Oh, with the starting lineups. Yeah. I know. How do they pick the ones they do? It's weird.
It's broken down with like a DraftKings or FanDuel slate, their fantasy slates.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. That's weak.
But yeah, so TKR going up against Big Parrish, and man, Parrish has been very solid on defense. Got to shout him out. One of the front runners here for Ohio State. Really solid defender, playing really high minutes in these competitive games. As long as he's not picking up foul trouble, he's been rock solid as far as like blocks and steals. Well, the blocks maybe not so much, but the steals and points allowed to his opponents. Plus his ability to also be one of the lead shooters, kind of putting his defender on the back foot. I just think, man, this is way too high of a line for TKR here, and not really sure why they're just kind of leaving him here, but coming off of a really, really good game with the pace up against Oregon, I think he comes back down to earth. He probably has just another, it's going to be a solid game for him, sure, but, 25, 27 range, get 31, hey, we might be wrong. He could show us, but you got to show me, man.
Yeah. And I don't mind the points either, the 20.5 points, because when I was looking through his logs and how he plays, I was a tiny bit worried about his, like, having a spike rebound game, as you might say. So that kind of threw me off with the PRA, but either one's good. I always like PRA unders also, but I don't know. Sometimes points. So it's either or.
Well, the thing that, honestly kind of stood out the most to me, at least for the PRA aspect, is, I mean, you can see all of his lines are honestly, all the individual lines are very inflated. So, we just looked at the points, which I think maybe is a little bit more appropriate, but the playmaking at 2.5, like, no, he should be at 1.5 assists, easy. And even the rebounding seems like it's a stretch high. So, I mean, they have both of those at plus money on top of the points, which even the 19.5 apparently is plus money. So, I mean, the 20.5 looks really damn good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I took yesterday, 20.5. But, yeah, you got me on the PRA today as well. So, no, I like that a lot. I always love unders more than overs, as you know. And when you can find them, it's a treat. Because they're harder to find. Definitely.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm good with that. If anybody has any questions about any college plays today, throw them in the chat, and we will get to them. So what else you got there, Big E? You got who's next on the list? Big Ian?
Yeah, so let's talk about Ian. I like him again. He definitely burned us real bad this last game. I mean, that was by far one of his worst just on-season performances, but also with him moving back into the starting lineup. I believe this is game number 7 that he'll be back with starters. I like him. Slightly tougher matchup. It is a pace down also against Wake Forest, but his lines are very low. I mean, we're talking he was 25.5 PRA this last game, so they made a pretty steep jump as far as moving that down as a whole. 19.5 points this last game. I believe he's 16.5 now today. Okay, 17.5, but still, I mean, move the points down by 2. The rebounds went down, and they're not giving him any credit for the assists, which I think is a mistake for somebody who just has the ball so much. I mean, he's at least good for an assist, but yeah, honestly, I think we got to go right back to him. I mean, this last game we saw R.J. Davis and Big C, Kadu, both of those guys get hot from the field, so he ended up not actually even playing minutes down the stretch too. Coach kind of benched him in the first half there, but he did a little bit in the second half. Just honestly seemed like he was just completely mentally checked out of the game. So hoping for a bounce back performance. We know what he can do. He's been a stud for many, many games in a row now, and just need him to go out and have a normal game.
Right. That Wake Forest defense is kind of scary, but we're banking on the line being a little lower than it has been. He finally came back to earth last game, so I think they are giving us a little bit of a discount for what we know he can do. So gotta run that, not the top play of the day or anything, but definitely worth a little bit and fun to cheer for, because that dude is dope to watch.
Yeah, man, when he's rolling, I mean, it's just, a naturally talented player who now is just getting the opportunities. So I like this team too, man. They've been playing really well together as a whole.
For sure, they're getting a lot better. And then Trimble was out, which let Ian get all that time. And they found out real quick what he can do. So now that they got Trimble back, he's played a lot better this year than he did last year. So the team as a whole is just a lot better. I feel like them and Rutgers kind of went the same direction. They were looking a little bit soft, but both of them now are putting up fights against good teams. So it's cool to watch. Hey, we got 33 people in here watching. Appreciate you guys. We're at 22 likes already. We only need 3 more for good luck. I know you guys have been hitting. You guys have been hitting the likes on your own today. It must be that poll. You want good luck on your bets. That's what's up. I appreciate it. It's funny when I look at the poll. I had the first one says, "Oh, for sure, I'm doing that right now. Hit good luck for your bets." And the second one says, "Nah, I want bad luck today." And a few people have hit that. That's funny as hell. Whoever hit "Nah, I want bad luck today" is funny as hell. MacArthur Parker Jr. What's up, dude? He says talk money lines too.
Yeah, we can look at a couple of money lines. I'll be totally honest. Money lines is more of big coach's thing in the Discord. I've been pretty solid with the money lines that I have thrown out there. I definitely got Bama boys picking up the dub at the house for sure. I think you could even consider taking their 10.5 point spread for a little bit better money. But I like them. I do like Tennessee in a bounce back game here. I'm not gonna lie, man. They very disappointing this last game, but back at the house, man, it's so hard to go against the home teams. And they're giving us really good odds too. I mean, come on, minus 360 for almost a double-digit spread. This should easily be, mid 400s, if not close to 500. And there's one other. I mean, you can take Connecticut here. That's just kind of a gimme pick, but the odds are real terrible. I think Purdue also able to pick up the dub. I think the game's gonna be a lot closer, but again, another prop. I mean, this is actually a double-digit spread, basically. So the fact that it's not even minus 500, that alone, I think is very appealing.
Yeah, I like all those. All 3 home teams. What if you put them all together? 138. That's actually a pretty nice little bet right there. Yeah, those were the 3 that, really, really stood out. Yes, the value could definitely be a bit better, but kind of surprised that FanDuel is offering these under 500. So that's a pretty solid look there. There you have it, MacArthur Parker Jr. All right, cool.
Yeah. All right. So same side of this game still. We'll talk about one more play. RJ Davis under his 2.5 turnovers. So this just honestly feels like a prop that maybe they shouldn't have offered. Like, I know for a fact that he has never been at 2.5 turnovers, except for not even in this time. This is the first time ever. Definitely want to take advantage of this. He was 1.5 in this little range, because I remember I actually played the over in this particular game for the pace up. But now they made the decision to go ahead and put him up in 2.5, and now we're going up against this pace down, decent defensive team, but this just, is not him. He's not causing or not having this many turnovers on the season. He only averages 1.8 and 1.8 for the home road split. So it's nothing too crazy. He just kind of does the same thing. I do have him penciled down for about 2 turnovers at least this game. Not going to be surprised if he still ends with 2. But yeah, man. And I think another thing that's also interesting, we just talked about Ian Jackson and the bad game that he had that actually put more usage on RJ himself. And, he had 19 points, had a really, really solid outing. So assuming that Ian Jackson can kind of do his thing a little bit more, that's going to take a ball out of RJ Davis's hands more and more. And we've even seen with Ian Jackson, again, he can play make as well. So it's not like RJ is the primary playmaker. That's Big Kadu or whatever his name is, the other guy. And just kind of surprised they even gave this to us as an option at all. Like, this, it feels like this shouldn't even be on the board.
Kado, whatever. I hate these things. Remember what Eminem said?
Big Kadu.
Eminem said.
Oh.
I forget what the words were, but anyways.
So, Wake Forest, they're bottom 310th in turnovers caused per game. Just a high line, good matchup for staying under. So we got to have some kind of exposure here.
Yeah, I like that one. I like. I'm getting into trying to follow with your turnover plays, but I definitely like the unders more than the overs. I don't want to sit there and cheer for a dude to get a turnover. Yeah, something about it's like, oh shit, man, get a turnover. Oh fuck, I can't even watch it. It's like one of those plays. I'll play this RJ Davis play, but I'm not even gonna pay attention. I'm just gonna look later, or in the Discord when you guys say we hit, yeah. But if I follow it, it'll just, I don't know, it doesn't feel right. Caleb listened to some music on my channel, bro. I could tell. Look what he says. So high I could shake hands with Jesus. Yeah, that's one of those lines in there, Caleb. You were listening, bro. You were listening. He says, do underrated right. Listen to the music while you wait for the stream. Let's go. Cash. That's what's up, bro.
Love to hear it, man. Love to hear it.
And the dogs just shook it out. I heard that. Little ear flappings.
Yeah.
Or little ear flappings. J Nug's here. Oh shit, J Nug's here. We gotta give J Nug the correct intro. He said, "Big E, I wanna pay for my wedding and honeymoon with this CBB season. Let's get it."
Let's do it, man. You should have a nice little down payment already. And for Nug, only having to split the cost, I believe, 3 ways. That'll make it easier on the pockets.
3 ways? What you mean?
Hey. Well, you gotta get in the Discord to find out the backstory.
Wow, I even know it. I was just playing along. Damn, Nug, you crazy dog. You crazy dog.
And we love him for it. All right, let's talk about another turnover play that I thought was pretty interesting. I'm kind of surprised they're actually giving it to us at plus money, but Connor Enright over 2.5 turnovers. So this is a interesting little zig where we're gonna zag play. So they are expecting him not to have many turnovers, but this top 5 in forced turnovers per game opponent might say a little otherwise. I'm really shocked that, 1, he's at 2.5, but 2, the fact that he is at plus money. We have both guards on the other side, Ashworth and I forget the other guy's name, but both guards are coming off of a game with 0 steals, 0 stocks, and neither player has had consecutive games without the steals. So Ashworth had 1 game. It was the first 2 games of the season without the consecutive. And then the other guard has never had back-to-back games without a steal. So we basically have 2 different players coming off of a no defense game that they played in a spot, team that turns the ball over a ton already, as you can see. Natural turnovers are just there. But the forced turnovers, I'm looking for at least one steal from Ashworth, one forced turnover from his playmaking like he always does. And this guy's been playing with a bum shoulder all season too. Like he's really taken a drop off in a lot of his production. I mean, you can see just the games that he's feeling less pain. He's out there being really productive shooting the ball, but yeah, he's rocking a shoulder brace basically for the rest of the season. So this dude is definitely compromised as far as like being 100%, being sharp on his passing and playmaking, because you can see that's what he does the most. I got to take a shot, man. I don't know why it's plus money. Maybe we're totally swinging an air here, but I love this top 5 matchup. I have not had a top 5 team to play for these particular props, so we got to roll it.
Connor Enright. I got to follow the turnover master, bro. I'm in. Let's get it. Connor Enright, RJ Davis, and what was the other one? There was one other one, I think. Wasn't there? Or was there only 2?
Yeah, just 2 today.
Okay, cool. Have you been keeping your record of it from?
Oh, you brought up Booby, his under 2.5.
Booby? I think his name's Boopy, bro. Jeez, Booby? Hold on.
Boopy, whatever.
Oops, I was meant to hit pause. Can't say Booby when his name's Boopy. Them's fighting words for boop. What happened? They don't have it.
It is boop.
Yeah, boop. Big boop.
Is that what I said? Booby,
no, you said booby,
whichever.
bro. You said booby. You said booby. No shit, you did.
Yeah, so I mean they were, the exact same thing with him, just moving his lines way higher than what he's been doing lately. Let's see. Yeah, and you can see it's the top prop for him too. He's been at 1.5 for a hot minute now. I know last game I played over the 1.5 in that particular matchup. Now we got turnovers forced, bottom 282nd, so not too many. One of those plays, feels like he should be at 1.5, but there is a little bit of hesitation because he's had these spike games where he went way, way over. So, I mean, that is definitely a thing. But even last year, same minutes, played 32 minutes, only had 2 turnovers. I don't mind it, but it didn't feel like that, extreme value we're getting out of the other 2.
Okay, cool. I'm with it. But do you have your record for turnovers so far? That you just started, a week ago?
Yeah, we started this last week. We're 8-9, and the one that did miss was, being a little greedy, just being honest. It felt like a good play, but we played 2 of the same props from the same game, and that's probably just a no-no. That's not good correlation.
You went 8. You meant 8-1. You said 8-9. You meant 8 out of 9, not 8-9.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. 8-1.
Dope. Well, let's add to it. Let's make it 10-1 today. That'll be nice.
Hopefully you didn't jinx me, but we'll see.
Oh shit! No jinx. There's never jinx. That doesn't even count. I don't believe in that.
Okay, let's see. So we got a couple unders here that are definitely appealing, and just one low line. I think Stephen Crowell, he's been bumped down to 10.5 points, which is kind of crazy. He's been at 11.5 points for a hot minute, and it just feels like a low hanging fruit. I know he's coming off of a pretty bad game. The whole team honestly just played pretty terrible, but he did not shoot efficiently, and I believe he got in early foul trouble. So just a good value line. The game total is a little bit lower, so that's actually going to help out with the other prop that we have, Big Tanji, under 15.5 points. It is a bit over his season average in the pace down matchup, all that stuff. Just seems like it's going to be a bit more of a stretch for him. He is going to have to be either getting to the free throw line an abnormal amount of time like he has in these more recent matchups, or, be extremely efficient with that mid-range. But personally, I just don't see it. And then, if we get the game flow where Stephen Crowell is doing his thing, that's going to take away direct usage from him. Plus the other guard we actually took last game, who has more steady usage than Tanji in general. So I like that, man. I think that's actually a low-key, really solid one.
Yeah, against UCLA. Ooh-wee. Muck Gang says, where did you get the RJ? The RJ. I think he means the under turnover play. He said, I can't find him on anything.
Yeah, so he's on Underdog at least. I don't think PrizePicks had him. I think they were kind of stingy with the props that we had today. Yeah, he's not on here. Let me check on Fliff real fast, too. I'm just out of curiosity. Honestly, he might only be on
Underdog?
Underdog. Yeah.
What does Outlier say? If you
That's
go
all
up
they're showing is Underdog.
Oh yeah, he might only be Underdog. Underdog does buck up sometimes on these different ones, so it's kind of a good sign for that play. But yeah,
I'm gonna look real fast and see if they added him on Fliff finally.
okay. Alex sells his favorite money lines. I know you had the other three already. You had Alabama, Purdue, and there was one other one.
Tennessee for the bounce
Tennessee.
back.
Yeah, so if you put those three together, money lines, you get minus 136 on FanDuel. That's not bad at all.
RJ's also at minus 155 for Fliff, under 2.5.
Oh, okay. I'm going to throw Alabama in with that. Call it a bet.
All right. And then the last ones we'll just kind of briefly touch on. So Cam Jones, we are waiting on injury news. The other side, who was it? Oh, yeah, Big Wusu and Jenkins are both game time decision. Wusu's been out for 2 games, and Jenkins picked up the more recent Q tag. So I at least want to make sure one of these guys start, because if they're both out, then Cam could just absolutely go crazy on the backups. But his lines are pretty high, and maybe that is why they are so high for this particular game. 32.5 is pretty steep. I know he can definitely be a bucket, but he's got to be efficient. And the games where he is not shooting a lot, he's taken a huge backseat to the RA, which personally I think they have the RA kind of taxed up already to begin with. So they're going to lean into the scoring. Yeah, the scoring is going to be what leads him over if he gets over this PRA prop. But something we're going to keep at least in the back pocket right now. We're waiting on that news.
Nice. C-Dot says RJ Davis definitely on Fliff. Caleb says RJ is on Fliff. I just played it. Right on, guys. Appreciate you.
Cool. Appreciate it. Okay, and the last two. So Mark Mitchell, just another piece from Minnesota. We talked about that game, and we definitely have the other opponent wrong.
If you guys got any plays too that you were looking at, throw them in chat. It's fun to see what you guys are looking at if it's not here on the list. I know Youngin said he's in court today, so hopefully that works out for him. He said, "I'll see y'all later."
Oh man, I hate to hear that, dude.
Yeah. He said, "I haven't gone in 4 months." Oof. Well, hope to see you back in the Discord later today.
Okay, so I think that's pretty much about it. If you guys have PrizePicks, I believe this taco is going to expire here real shortly. Yeah, I got 3 minutes, so
I want to see what you're going to do.
Yeah, we're going to take a nice safe play here. We're going to go back to Mark Sears and this 3.5 assists, because I believe this dude's not missed that line at all.
I like that. I hate PrizePicks, but I might have to log in just to do that play with you. Let's see.
Yeah, pretty high hit rating there.
Yeah, especially lately. Remember the first half of the season, he was kind of shitty, but he's on the comeback.
The history's a little scary though. I believe Dawson, we could get him on the cheap here. Let's see real fast.
Oh, Dawson. Dawson Demon. Dawson Goblin.
Shit, where's he at? 14.5 points. That's pretty low. Pretty low.
Oh, he's getting that.
All right, so I'm gonna throw half on this. Split it up. Yeah, I get $30 tacos. What up?
So lucky, bro. You get 5.
All right, so we'll do half unit on that one, and then did you want to go back with the Sears that assist?
Yeah, why not? You should get 4.
All right, we're gonna do that. So we'll split it. Go half with Dawson points, Goblin, and then the Sears 3.5 assists. Boom.
Booyah. Well, I only got $5, so I can't split it up, but I'll be cheering for you.
Yeah, well, they want me to play on there because I only stop by on the once in a blue moon on Tuesdays and Fridays.
I hate them so much. Oh my gosh. I got a whole nother account, and they've somehow figured out that, I don't know how they figured it out, but they somehow figured out that it was associated with me, and they just busted my tacos in like 2 days. I was down to $5 again. So I don't know how they did that, but they were like, "Hey, bro, you trying to come get extra tacos in your second account?" Nope. So I'm $5 all the way around now. That's all I can do. Just watch you guys live vicariously through your guys' Tuesdays. My Tuesdays are the same as all other days now. It's sad.
Make sure you get it in.
Yeah, I got 2 minutes.
Let's see. Just trying to see if they had anything on parlay play, because they've been usually pretty good about giving us discounts on Tuesdays, and we got a couple. Payout boost. 1.5 threes from Mark Sears. That's definitely appealing, but that payout kind of sucks. The 7.5 assists for Braden Smith. That's a good one. That's a nice payout. All right. Well, we were able to find a couple of those, and Mark Sears still has not bumped on a hot streak. So if you guys want to play the 4.5 assists for the normal line, I like that as well. All right, big dog. I think that's about it for us. You got anything else?
No, I just like when you call me big dog.
Did we get our 25th like? How are we looking there?
Oh, bro, we smacked that today. You guys are the fucking shit today. I swear I'm going to have to put, hopefully people don't get annoyed, but I'm going to have to put that poll again every day now and be like, do you guys want good luck on your bets? Hit the like, yay. And people are like, fuck yeah, I want good luck. So that's dope, you guys. We got 30, bro. People give us 30 likes today. That might be a record in college.
Wow,
without even asking,
Fist
barely.
bump.
Yeah, you guys are the shit for that. And we're 28 subs away from that 1,000, so that should be sometime soon here. So that's dope. Looking good, looking good.
Sweet.
And we got a fun slate today, so everything's great, man. Can't complain. Like I said, I was complaining earlier about my shitty luck over the weekend, but it's betting, right? It happens. You got to get through the hard times and not act stupid and try to get your money back and make dumb bets. Nope, that's the time to get even tighter with your bets. So I'm going to try to follow my own advice and have a great week.
All right, man. Sounds like a plan. Well, we will get this posted up in the Discord. So again, make sure you guys checking that out down below. Still got the 7-day free trial, so hop on by. Underrated. I appreciate it. Leon, looks like it's time to go OUT, so we are going to get out of here. Get ready for what time does the first game start, actually?
Jay Jolly says Mark is not clear, and that assist trust free under. Is that youngin using Jay Jolly's account? You guys sound the same. You must be related or something. But we'll see, bro. Maybe, maybe not. Hey, you might be right. Trust. You might be right. Eric says good luck today, everyone. Appreciate you, Eric. What were we looking at now, E?
All right.
You good?
I was just seeing what time the first game started. Yeah, we still got an hour.
All right. I'm going to go get those SPGs in, or SGPs in. Don't listen to me. All right, guys.
All right. Good luck, y'all. Later.